London. With her jet black hair, alabaster skin, and pale green eyes, Susie Cave's darkly drawn beauty has bewitched designers, Aitsidine Ayala and Yves Saint Laurent, and photographers, Helmut Newton, David Bailey, and Stephen Meisel, not to mention her husband, the Australian rock star Nick Cave. These days there are new people under Ms. Cave's spell, fans of her fashion label, The Vampire's Wife, a runaway success since its introduction in 2014. I originally started designing clothes for myself because I couldn't find anything that I wanted to wear, especially for the evening, Ms. Cave, 51, said last week. A former model, she was wearing one of her latest retro glam creations, a silk velvet maxi dress with a high neckline, puffed shoulders, and bell sleeves, and a hem that all but hit the floor. From one wrist hung an 18-karat gold bracelet she recently designed with the jeweler Anishka Dukas, laden with charms inspired by Mr. Cave's songs, including Where the Wild Roses Grow, Mermaids and the Mercy Seat. Sitting in the cocoon of a velveteen armchair, Ms. Cave said she never thought her business started from her home in the British seaside town of Brighton would take off as it did. Her skirts and dresses are now beloved by glossy A-listers, and Ms. Cave has been getting ready to debut her first handbag designs. The jewelry collaboration will be unveiled at an installation in Dover Street Market next week. I suppose that in the beginning there was a part of me that hoped that other people might like the clothes, but I really didn't expect it, she said with a bashful smile. I'm not a very confident person and need constant reassurance. Sometimes I feel like I can't even describe myself as a designer, given how many talented people there are out there and how fast this all happened. I worry I don't warrant the title. Taking its Gothic name from an abandoned novel by Mr. Cave, The Vampire's Wife does not advertise or show collections at London Fashion Week. The clothes are only available on the brand's website, or from upmarket retailers via drops that coincide with Ms. Cave's creative cycle, rather than as part of the traditional seasonal fashion cycle. And yet Ms. Cave, whose friend Alex Adamson is a partner in the business, has amassed a following for her signature ruffle-rimmed festival dress, form-fitting velvet blazers and tailored T-skirts, thanks to quirky Instagram posts and famous fans such as Cate Blanchett, Chloe Grace Moretz, Alexa Chung and Kylie Minogue. Despite prices that start at about $450 and rise to more than $1,000, most items sell out immediately, and there is often a waiting list online. The modest yet unabashedly glamorous pieces are designed to make a wearer feel both powerful and protected. I guess when I was a little girl I dreamed of dresses like these, the mix of femininity and slight witchery, said the singer Florence Welch, who said she felt an instant kinship with Ms. Cave after wearing her clothes. The Vampire's Wife is some powerful magic, you can feel it when you wear it. Susie is in every piece, in all her delicateness and hidden strength. According to Natalie Kingham, the fashion and buying director of MatchesFashion.com, Susie has created a brand that has a nod to another era, but also feels very modern with a strong point of view. We can see that many women want to be more covered up now, but they still want to feel sexy. And that is what this brand delivers. Ms. Cave cited old Hollywood, the French actress Isabelle Adjani, and a continual sense of wonderment about people and nature, animals, and planets as the recurring, if eclectic, inspirations for her design aesthetic and its womanly silhouettes. There is a spiritual aspect to how I work, it's almost not conscious, Ms. Cave said. I know that sounds strange, but it's true. I am not strategic, I am not making things because I saw a gap in the market for what I do. If I get letters or messages from people who love how those ideas have been channeled into fabrics, then I know I am on the right track. I just feel very fortunate that I can go off in a dream world and have ideas that then flow, even when I feel unhappy or unwell. This is not a generic reference. In July 2015, not long after the vampire's wife began to take off, the cave's 15-year-old son, Arthur, died in a fall from a cliff after experimenting with LSD. The pain for Ms. Cave, her husband, and their surviving son, Earl, remains monumental without my work, I don't think. I wouldn't like to imagine how, to be honest, when Arthur died, I didn't think I could carry on, Ms. Cave said, holding a fold of her skirt between her fingers. I didn't think I could do anything ever again. It was only when a close friend asked for a dress for an event and she felt she could not let her down that she began to contemplate working again. When you lose a child, nothing will take away the pain, not ever, Ms. Cave said. But I did realize that if I could focus on something completely outside of what had happened, that if I could separate myself somehow from it all, even for a few seconds, and start creating things in those moments of escapism, then that might be an important thing. Grief is all-consuming, she said. But you do have to learn to live again, and try not to be a victim. Alongside my family, my work has been what has saved me.